Hello, this is Maria and welcome to my stamping world. Today I'd like to show you how to make these beautiful crepe flowers out of the crepe paper that is in the New Spring catalog. The crepe paper comes in circles like this and in long sheets. And since the paper is white, I have been experimenting all week on how to get color and how to make the flowers out of this crepe paper. And that's the purpose of this video today, is to show you how to color and to make, and I'm going to show you these two particular flowers today. There's a couple of cards that I have made and put flowers on, and the tutorial for this particular flower is on my blog, Crafty Maria Stamping World. And this flower is also on my blog under a competition, Try Stamping on Tuesday. Okay, let's get started. Supplies you're going to need. Obviously some crepe paper, something to protect your table with, some re-inker, and I'm going to use Pool Party. I'm going to use the Blossom Petal Punch. Yes, this crepe paper can be punched. You can also use the Stampin' Up! Dies to cut the various shapes. You'll need a stylus to help shape the flower. You'll need a pair of paper snips to cut between the flowers, an aqua brush, and you'll need the embossing gun to help dry. So let's get started making the flowers. Okay, punch 5 of the Blossom Petal Punch flowers, and with your paper snips, cut between each of the petals. I've already done the others. Lay it down on a protective surface. Take your Pool Party ink and just put 1 drop of ink in the center. And don't put the drops in on all the flowers at the same time, because the ink will soak right through and will start to dry on you. Then with an aqua brush and just a little bit of water, just start moving the ink into the petals. And try not to let the ink soak all the way to the end. In my other samples, they did soak all the way to the end. Try to leave the edge of the petals white. There. Clean my brush. Then take the embossing tool and set it to the low setting, which is one nice thing about this tool. As I was saying, there's one nice thing about that embossing tool, the new one, is that it has 2 settings, a low and a high. And when you're working with crepe paper, which is very flimsy paper, it'll just, if you use the high setting, it'll just blow all over the place. I'm just going to put the cap on the Pool Party, because knowing me, I'll end up spilling it. Okay, so you can see that I've left a little bit of white along the edges. Now with the stylus, what I like to do is just curl the ends of the petals in like this. Now I know I told you to punch out 5. I've punched out 4 because I have been experimenting so much over the last couple of days I've run out of crepe paper. So I'll just show you how the one with the 4 petals looks just as nice. It's not quite as full. And then what I do is I fold each petal in half just to get a crease mark in the center. And then I grab the flower at the back where all those crease marks intersect, and I just pull my flowers up with my thumb and forefinger, keeping a hold of that little part at the bottom. And I just take it and I just twist it a little bit. And that's one of the petals. Now I've done, as I mentioned, I've done a total of 4 because I ran out of crepe paper. Now the other thing you need is a 1-inch circle, which I have punched. Here it is. And that will be the base upon which the flower is formed. Using some Tombow glue, I'll just put some glue on there. And just lay your petals down. And if your petal starts to come apart, you just kind of just squeeze it and give it another little twist. It's very similar to other flowers we've made with other punches, except now we're using crepe paper, which is a much more delicate paper to work with. And there we have the flower. Not quite as full as if you had 5, but when it's dry, I can play with it a little bit. And when the glue is dry, I'll spritz it probably with some gold smooch, and I think that'll look really sharp.